So we're back. Let's go through here. Is this door locked? This might be the kitchen. It is the kitchen. Okay. So we want this cloth. I didn't get this earlier. So let's take that. And there's nothing else we need from this room whatsoever, so no need to come back. And we're going to go through here. And what we want to do is go back to the dark hallway with the crowbar that we now have. And as soon as we can get to it, here it is. Use it. Enter. My God, what has happened here? So this is the first person we see in the game as Jeremiah, and they're dead. How nice is that? Lifeless body of a woman. It has been here for a few days. She's clutching a note in her hand. I'm writing what will surely be my final thoughts, my last line, my last breath. I do not know what kind of dark powers turned my husband to what he is now, a stranger, with a look bereft of all sanity, compassion, and human warmth. I do not know what shadow has slowly darkened our lives. I do not know this foreign guest that now dwells in our souls. Do not know where it is from, but I am sure it is not from this world. I will meet my brothers and sisters soon. I will be free from this abyss of madness and fear. Soon I will stop trembling. Alright, so that was a note from Anna Beechworth, who is lying dead before us. She is Anthony's wife. Simple hairpin. And she wrote something on the wall here. The writing on the walls reads, "Leave me alone." Who would have written such a thing? Wheelchair. Nothing of interest. And she left another note on the ground. Well, it's a letter. Dear Margaret, it has been days since Anthony left his office. I can hear him whisper, angrily, frightfully, and it gets worse at night. Our service left a few days ago. Without their help and company, I am lost. Can barely walk out of bed, and not even the doctor will come here after his argument with Anthony. My husband has developed a horrible ability to break anyone's will. I do not know what to do. I do not have any strength left. I wish I could send you this letter. Your dear friend, Anna Beechworth. So we can see that Anna was trying to reach out to a friend amidst all her husband's craziness. I think there's other letters. I cannot go on. All is lost. Well, not really letters. It's a diary page. I cannot stand their stares. They watch me. They judge me. They despise me. I know they think I am not worthy of this family, but who are they but dust and bones? A memory. Leave me. I do not need you. Leave me alone. Alright. So, that's no big deal. Alright, and here's a room full of paintings. She looks like a woman on the bed. She is holding a baby. Could that be Anthony's child? The old man bears some resemblance to Anthony, but his countenance is marred by a severe, unsettling gaze. This young woman, not yet in her 20s, stares defiantly back at me. One with blonde hair, I feel as if I have seen him before. A portrait of Anthony staying beside a mounted wildcat or lynx. The paint looks fresher around the animal's head. Okay, so there is another achievement we can get in this room. And that'll be the only purpose for going back there, because otherwise it doesn't really help you progress through the game. Honestly, the cloth isn't even really necessary, except for that. So we'll take the hairpin, and we use it on this window in here to jimmy that open. Let's get out of there, and we're going to go into the adjacent room, which is the laboratory. And in here, we pick up some paint thinner, and we're going to pick up this hammer as well. There is technically a point to going back to the room with the paintings in it, and that is that it kind of gives a hint as to what you're supposed to do next. So we take the cloth and the paint thinner, put them together, and we're going to use it on that painting that was kind of messed up. And from doing this, the observation that Jeremiah makes is that it worked, the fresh paint is gone, and now I can see the original painting. The lynx's mouth is open as if it were growling. So I don't know if you guys caught it, but there was a lynx in the room we were just in, the laboratory. And with that in mind, we have to get the lynx's mouth open. So in order to do that, we have to get something that can do that. The hammer can't do that. There's something in the basement we need to get, so let's get back there. before we do that, we go back into the servants' quarters, and this is when we use the crow in the cat's bowl. Before we do that, though, I'm going to use the hammer on the crow, put it out of its misery, and then we drag it and put it in. That's what we do there. Now we can leave the room. We're going to have to come back to that room in a second, though. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, not yet, I guess. Hear something in the distance. It sounds like a lament. Where did the crow go? It's a bloody trail. Leads to the dark, tiny hole in the wall. Let's go ahead and examine it anyway, even though we can clearly see that. The crow is gone. Yep, okay. There wasn't really much of a point in doing that. So now we go to the basement. Sound is louder down here. Gotta figure something came out of that hole. Took the crow, dragged it through the hole, and then the hole led to down here, right? Would make sense. Boiler's been out of use for a long time. I don't know where my mic is. Sorry. Cat seems to be behind this wall. Well, let's see if we can get through it. Black cat is staring at me, but wait, its eyes are missing. Alfie! Bad cat. Good lord, it almost ripped my eyes out. It has run away into the dark. Alright. Chest is here with a dark cloak, a mask, and a knife. The knife could be very useful. So is Anthony turning into Jack the Ripper? Is that basically what the game's trying to tell us? Kinda seems like it. So we have to go back up the stairs, and we are going to go back into the laboratory now. Which will take me a couple screens to get back to, but overall not very long. Past that room, and through here, and through here. Okay, let's use the knife on the cat, the lynx over here. Got the lynx's mouth open, and there's a golden key inside. And with that key, we go up to this hatch over here. And poor Jeremiah has to find out what happened. Oh God, no! Anthony, no! The lifeless body of my dear friend. What madness could have led him to commit such an act? There's something in his pocket. There's a sealed letter. Dear Jeremiah DeWitt, if you are reading these lines, then I am nothing but a dead body hanging before you. I write to you in my last shreds of lucidity. You were one of my oldest friends, and when I sent you the letter asking you to come here, I did not doubt for one moment that you would. Had you failed me this evening, everything would have been lost. I have found myself involved in a series of horrible incidents. For reasons beyond my comprehension and sanity, I have become a total stranger to myself and to my closest relatives, capable of the most indescribable and atrocious acts. I cannot give you any more details at this time. I must ask that you go immediately back to the boarding school where we made that pact. We all swore on our honor that sentence that would protect us. This letter must not reach anyone else, so it is imperative that you destroy it immediately. The lives of the rest of the group and yours too are in great danger. Do not delay. They are already waiting for you. Seeing is believing, DeWitt. Do not forget that. Always your loyal friend, Anthony Beechworth. Not the crows! Not the crows! Whew. That's episode 1, guys. So yeah, got through that pretty quickly. I'll see you guys very shortly for episode 2. Here's a little bit about the game first, though.